In this video, we're going to use annotation lines, detail lines, to denote where a fire safety wall is, or an exit enclosure to our wall around this stair. You could do it with filters, but I'm going to show you sort of an expedient version that's easy to update. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to duplicate this schematic view without detailing, and then I'll rename it. I'll call it Life Safety. And then I'm going to clean it up. So I'm going to go to my visibility graphics and remove the section cut fills that are gray. And then for the patterns, I'm going to remove those floor patterns by overriding the pattern surface and making that solid white. And then this, for some reason, this brick has an override here. I'm just going to override that to white. Okay, and by element. And so now we're kind of almost there, but there are these split face lines that need to be removed, and the only way you can do that is go to Modify and Line Work and pick Invisible Lines and just go through and pick them. It's, a little manual and a little annoying. Revit should really have a way of doing this en masse, but it doesn't. So I'm going to have to come in and clean it up like this. Hopefully you don't have too many of those. So now we kind of have a clean drawing. So what we're going to use is an annotation drafting line to go around this. So we need to make a new one. So I'm going to go to my Manage tab, and I'm going to go to my additional settings and line styles, and I'm going to create a new line style. So if I go to new, I'll name this to our exit enclosure. And I'll click OK, and it'll add that, and I'll make it very thick. So I'm just going to go in and make it like, let's make it 15. And then I'm going to change the line pattern and make it like a dash dot dot, about 1/8 of an inch, and click OK. And then I can come in, I'll zoom in on that stair, and I can go to my Annotate and Detail line, and I'll go to the pull down and grab that 2-hour exit enclosure that I just made and just draw a line around it. This is a 2-hour exit enclosure. And actually, exterior walls are typically not included in this, but you could, if it's completely enclosed, then obviously it would have to be, or you could have a line there. It's not going to be the end of the world, but you'll have this circling the stair, and then what you will do is you will create a legend, so when you place it on a sheet, they know that that is a 2-hour exit enclosure. And basically what we're going from is something like this. If we take a look at this life safety sheet, you'll have a series of, you'll have a legend and a series of line types that denote different types of enclosures. And you can see that kind of happening here, where there's a shaft enclosure, and this is a 1-hour firewall, 1-hour rated enclosure for the corridor. And then if you look at the stair, right, notice that the exterior walls don't have it, but that this has the rating for the stair enclosure. So let's go ahead and create the legend. So if you go to View and Legend, set it to the same scale that you're going to use for your plan. Always change it later. Go to your Annotate and Detail line, and it should have that same one, and maybe we'll draw this out like maybe 5 feet, right? And then you just want to add some text, right? So I'll add some text here, and we'll call it 2-hour fire rated exit enclosure. Okay. And so now we have that guy. We'll move it up. And you'll have multiples of these, right? But now I have the legend. I'll rename this life safety legend. And then you can make a new sheet. So we'll just go down to sheet, make a new sheet. And let's use a generic. Start that with, and we'll rename it life safety. And then I'll just name it 104 or 105. This numbering is not correct. Refer to the sheet list that you were given for the correct number. And then you would just go and pull your life safety plan on, place it, and then you would pull your legend on, your life safety legend, and place it. Now make sure that let's put a title on that guy. Looks like I have my titles turned off. Or maybe not. That's it. Title. Oh, I don't want the extension line. I want the title. Let's see. Oh. Actually, that would be fine for right now. Let's. Now I'm just going back and forth. But you kind of get the point here. Make sure that your legend is down in the right hand corner, so, and consistently for legends. Typically with sheets you will have a consistent setup for the way that they look. So these guys, right, if I maximize this, we have notes here, general notes, and then you'll see they'll be consistent in the same place. If there are notes, they will continue to show up typically in the same place, right? So be and the legends are always down in the bottom right, so just be consistent about that. Okay.